Okay, so we're going to go through the SolarCheck Pro inspection template within Spectora. This is a great skeleton, something for you to build on. Of course, you can modify it as desired. One thing to note, this is a standalone template, but you can add it to your current templates by once you bring it into your software, you can simply hit this copy button and then put it on any of your templates that you see fit. So you don't have to use it as a standalone. You can add it to your home inspection as a separate section within that, and then make it optional. So when you're doing a solar inspection, you simply check that, and then you can go ahead and start filling out this information. So pretty simple. We have 3 items within the template. We have the roof array, we have the equipment and labeling, and the production. So within the roof array, a lot of these informational sections are just check the box once you've completed them, and they are there as a reminder to be checking for these things when you're up on the roof. You're going to be checking that you visually inspected the panels, that there is adequate ridge path access, which is 18 inches, side path access. Again, this is for first responders and firemen to be able to get to the ridge of the roof in case they're fighting a fire. Attachment points need to be inspected. Visual wiring, junction boxes and conduit, and then panel clamps also need to be inspected to make sure the panels are secured down properly. And then I would take photos of the panels. There's a lot of limitations here, and certainly add to them as needed. Inspected from the eave. If you're doing a drone inspection, you're going to want to note that. If you can't get to the attachments, note that as well. And then quite a few observations. Now, I would recommend going through and reading through all of these so that you can get familiar with some of the possibilities that may exist on these inspections. There's quite a few of them. So read through them all, and that'll just give you a place to focus when you're looking for defects. Equipment and labeling. The way that the template is set up, if you see 2 asterisks, you're typically taking more than 1 photo. If you see 1 asterisk, you're taking 1 photo. Just a reminder. The PV labeling observed, you're going to want to be checking all of these boxes because these are all required. If you're not checking one of these, you should likely be making an observation. Like if the conduit was not labeled, you'll make an observation about that. And then take some pictures of that labeling so that you have it documented. Net metering, if you do see a net meter that's present, you can check that. There are some limitations with this because, of course, we have no way of knowing what the utility interconnection status with the solar company is. So, I mean, there are certain agreements, so it walks the client through that. And then battery storage. Again, some nice disclaimers here. So read through all this, check it, take photos as needed. I would take a lot of pictures of the solar equipment area. Take pictures of the inverter, including the label. You got some limitations for the battery here, and then all your observations. Okay. So again, read through those. And then production is pretty straightforward. So you've just got one informational item, which is the solar production report. And when you do get the report from SolarCheck Pro, you're going to simply highlight this, click insert link. You're going to delete this, and then you're going to add the link in there. Okay, and there's some observations. Solar production is marginal. I like to include these on top of what is on the system at a glance so that they have it client facing. And what I do is I just take a screenshot of the solar production report, the system at a glance. So if it says, it's operating at 82%, I'm going to take a screenshot of that, and then I'm going to drop it in this observation so that it is front facing from the home inspection report and they can see that. And there's sometimes the production is going to be marginal, and it's likely due to the system being older, and then you would check this one for age. Same thing with poor. Sometimes it's associated with age, and other times there's no real reason why there should be poor production. So we've got a couple of options there for you, and you can check the appropriate one. And again, take a screenshot from the production report and put that right in here, And that makes it very easy for the client to see what the production score is. And then of course they can click this link. You can also copy and paste this link and put it in these observations so that they don't have to go digging for them. It's right there. Click the link for access to the report. They click on it, they can read more about it. So not a lot to go over here. Pretty straightforward as far as the template goes. Utilize that as you see fit.